pretty dark. Good evening, everyone. Today is my 92 day of improving my public speaking skills. Today is Tuesday and we have performed once again the training that we had. Actually, we do a footwork today and I almost give up to the process. But thankfully, I didn't and I just continued anyway, regardless that I'm out of breath and the level of endurance of mine have reached the limit. But it was a good thing. We bonded and also we supposed to be having these jogging that we have pre-planned, but once again it was not continued because of the reason that what is it that there is something that we need to do before we do that. Actually, we have to do it tomorrow, but then since it was announced to our school that we will be having a Hamotaway day, the professor or the instructor that are the head of this particular sport has announced to us that we will not continue the training tomorrow and we will meet at Monday. Wow. And tomorrow I will still go. I will still have to go to the school because we have these donations or event regarding to the Bagyo recently, and they are giving away some donations to the students who are affected. And actually I put my name on it, even though we didn't really experience the flooding, but since we are in the mountain or bukid area, I decided to list my name because I also needed that kind of donation. I don't know what they're going to give to us, whether it is goods such as food and clothes, or it's gonna be a monetary. But hopefully, but regardless of that, regardless of the donations that they will give to us, I trust that the Kapsumain will provide the best. They definitely will provide the things that can be beneficial to us and can be used conveniently. And next week is also gonna be the hell week, because we have this long quiz in the statistic, and these long quiz are far much more different to before the midterm. It was not just a calculation, but we also need to interpret what we calculated. Meaning, once we are done with the calculation of the problems that we have solved, we needed it to interpret it once again to determine if, for example, the problems or the relationship between the two variables are significant or not significant. We have to have the hypothesis, conclusion, hypothesis, interpretation, and no, hypothesis, interpretation, result, and the conclusion. We needed to have that kind of interpretation, and honestly, I know it's gonna be easy. I just want to manipulate my brain that it was easy, even though in the reality the statistic was kind of difficult, but it was bearable as long as the instructor that are teaching to that particular subject know how to make the student understand. Then the subject or the course will be much more easier to understand and to handle. And thankfully, we are very thankful to the professor that we currently are the instructor of that particular subject, because he really made it easy to understand. He is putting the effort to the point that even though he is sick, even though he is sick, literal, he still put a class to us in order for us to what do we call this in the English? In order for us to stick up, or yes, stick up to the pre-planned deadline that we supposed to have every week. And regarding to the improvements of my English skills, as you can see, even though yes, I'm much more comfortable or confident about it, but still there are some words that I'm not particularly sure about, to the point that there are some cases that I still need to think in order for me to use the right word in a English form. For my grammar, I think it improves a lot, but I still have a long way to go. But it improves a lot to the point that I'm not just slougily using English words as it is. I'm also putting my best to use the right grammar that I needed to have to speak up. That's all for today. And ako, that's all for my personal life, I mean. And but the thing that we have to talk about today, the benefits of insurance. Wow. It is related to the particular sport that I am in. The benefits of endurance. I thought that those people who are training for their endurance are just making it hard to themselves, because training in endurance meaning you have to put yourself into the limit and then surpass it in order for you to reach the another level of tolerance in your physique. And earlier we have training to that. It was actually not easy at all, even though the movements are just simple, but then if you repeatedly do it, it was exhausting. Exhausting, and it was much more exhausting if you don't know how to control your breath. And we continuously perform it, meaning we don't have a cool down time, or maybe we have a cool down time, but it was only a seconds, maybe 9 to 10 seconds, and then after that we have to continue once again. And the benefits of that, and then we have a sparring, and then that's when I realized the importance of or benefits of the endurance. It helps your body to be able to endure the things that you need to continuously do, and being able to control your endurance, improve your endurance, you can also perform much more in a higher time duration than before. And because of it, I now understand the importance of it, even though the process of that particular movements are not easy, but I need to endure it because it has some benefits. We also After that, we also bond, talk a lot, and share some personal things within to our life, to our circle. And even though sometimes I feel out of place towards to the things that they are talking about, especially to the things that I cannot relate of, especially to the what is your favorite milk tea shop, what is your favorite food, what is your allergies in the food. I don't have any of that. I don't have particular interest of that. That's why earlier I feel OP, out of place, but still I can say that we bond because I get to know some information about them. They also get to know some information about me, but just a little. And I hope we grow more as time pass. And we are very thankful because the Intercup was moved from December to December. I mean, the Intercup was moved to December, and meaning we have 1 month to prepare. We have 1 month to prepare. And I also identify my category. I'm in the lightweight category. I'm planning to move in a much more lightweight, but then I just decided to just stick to the weight that I'm currently in. But I needed to gain. That's why I have to eat a lot. To eat a lot. Because you need to have the advantage to have an impact and power and energy towards to my body. That's why I decided to gain, although I feel like it was a wrong move, but it's okay. That's all for today. Michaela, continue to be more consistent towards to your videos. No matter how you feel or what situation you're in, please prioritize this goal because you know how important it is. Continue, be consistent, even though it's not easy, because it all never be easy at all. Continue to be more consistent, although it doesn't need to be perfect every day. It doesn't need to have the same energy every day. As long as you being consistent about it, then it's a good thing. You see the glimpse of the result and you know it's always gonna be worth it. And always finish what you start. That's all. Thank you.